Sorry, my powder kind of flew out of my hand and hit the spacebar, which kind of stopped the video. So I'm gonna have 2 videos to upload. I might as well just forget about that one. No, it's okay. I have 2 videos to upload. But anyways, like I was saying, there's a lot of product that's going to be underneath my eye. I do have my makeup correcting pen, so that's good. So now eyeshadow. Okay. I'm trying to find my crease brush. Hold on. Crease brush I want to use. Let's go ahead and use that. Oh, that's right. It's in there. Never mind. I gotta use this one. Alright, so this kind of weird crease brush. And I'm going into the e.l.f. Bite Size Palette and I Love You a Latte. Only have this brown shade left. The other one broke. So this palette's about to be done too. So this one I'm holding like this. I'm not. We're gonna need that palette for more than just the crease. Let's see how I do my makeup today. I'm not going all the way up towards the brow bone today. And I'm doing it on the other side as well. I'm going up close to the brow bone, but not completely up to the brow bone. And we're gonna use this same brush. Sorry, I held a bunch of makeup. But I do need to blend this a little bit. So there we go. I'm gonna use this angled brush here. I don't think I've used it for anything. No, doesn't look like it. We're going to take it and kind of help blend where it gets dark up here. I'm taking it vertically and doing it, and then I'll also take it horizontally. Just blend it so it doesn't look too dark up there. There. Like that. I might use that again during the tutorial. I don't know yet. So now we need I've already started. I'm gonna use this large eyeshadow brush. Alright. So I've already started washing my brushes, so there's some that are already clean. But I'm still putting them out. So now I'm taking the large eyeshadow brush from Equal Tools. I'm going into the LA Colors Tease palette. And I'm going into that pink shade. During the day, they did not really neutrals, but less color, more brown-ish. And then during the night, they did more color. Is it not working? I might have to use my finger. That's exactly what I'm gonna have to do. And then I'm gonna take that angled brush again. So I can find where I put it. Another eyeliner brush. There you go. And blend it out a bit. And we're also gonna use the brown. Oh. I'm gonna have to put more on because I kind of took it off. So, guess you can't use brushes with these. So I gotta be careful putting the brown on top. I'm not always able to use brushes with the rest. I guess pink is just a special one. And I'm gonna kind of do 2 layers like I did with the first one just because I tried to blend it. And I just blend it away. And this palette is very old, getting to the point where it's very old. So I don't blame it for not wanting to work. So now we're going back into that crease brush and a little bit of the brown in this e.l.f. palette. And we're just going to kind of take the brown and soften that pink a little bit. Just like that, so it's like the pink still shows through, but it looks like a transition between brown and pink. I'm very excited. I'm more excited about kind of looks orangey to me, so that looks pretty cool. I like it. Alright. So. Eyeliner. Now, I don't have any mascara, so the 1930s was a big era for mascara. But I do have an eyeliner. It's this e.l.f. H2O proof eyeliner pen. They did kind of do a wing a little bit. And I'm just doing it like that. Like their eyeliner didn't go all the way into the inner corner like we're used to. Nowadays. A little bit. From what I can see from pictures, but I will look it up. Really quickly. So I guess. Hold on. Can't tell from that one. Yeah, I guess it did. I am sorry. I didn't notice it did. Okay. So you're gonna have to fix that. Which is fine. I'm keeping all my makeup out. Since I am. It's kind of hard to get like a thin line with this. Okay, so it didn't go all the way. Okay. From what I seen, like it did go towards the inner corner, but not. It stopped before the inner corner. That's what I meant to say. It goes towards the inner corner, not all the way in. Kind of like that. I don't know if you can see that better. Like it stops before the inner corner. So, yeah. I gotta have to fix the other eye too. Oh, this is so bad. And it's hard to get a thin, like I was saying, it's hard to get a really thin line like what they had with a pen like that. Oh gosh. Alright. So now, because we're also talking about an era where silent movies was a big thing. So now I'm taking my B Color Makeup Correcting Gel Pen and fixing all these mistakes underneath my eye, or my eyes. And this is from the dollar store, so I got this from Dollar Tree. So it's very inexpensive. And now I'm taking this blue. sponge. And wiping all that away. Making sure I get all the mistakes. I mean, I could have kept the mistakes too because we don't use concealer underneath the eyes. So it's like, it's not like it's gonna be a big deal. But for me, it would be a big deal. Especially if like I was wearing this out in public or to a party. I would like want all the little minor mistakes fixed. And I actually found out after cleaning this. The correcting pen comes out easy. Like this, when I cleaned it, I don't know if you've seen it, but it looked almost brand new. Like all the gel was gone. So yeah. I'll be right back. I gotta go do something. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Alright. That was bad. Alright. So now we're going into primers. I'm going to show you both primers at one time. I'm going to show you the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. The Maybelline is with the Halloween. And the Neutrogena Prep and Correct. I'm going into the e.l.f. Face Primer first. That's what it looks like. I mean, obviously you know what it looks like, but ugh. So I'm just doing a little bit on my cheek first, going on like that, and then blending downwards. This is where we're going to focus it first, on whatever is left on my finger, and then doing the same thing over here. It's very thick. I didn't realize how velvety it felt though. Honestly, it just felt thick to me until I like rubbed it into my fingers today. Oh, that feels nice. Ooh, shoot. Okay. Looks like we use our fourth e.l.f. product today. So, since I don't want to mess with anything that's in that. Yeah, how many e.l.f. products do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Okay. We only have 4 e.l.f. products in this tutorial today, which is like not as many as I usually have, but it's still enough. Like, it's literally getting hard for me to pump this. And if it's getting hard for me to pump it, that means there's not a lot of product left. I do still have some peach fuzz on my face because I keep forgetting to take it off. But it works. Alright. I'm gonna let that sit while I try to figure out this. Nope, it's gone. Alright. Use 2 products up today. Yay me. So it looks like at this rate, it's going to be easy for me to use all this makeup up before December. So we definitely need to organize some things, and we're not gonna be. But this does also blur the look of pores, I think. Green tone matte primer that is designed to help color correct redness, blur the look of pores, and even skin tone. Yeah. So, we got this into. This is gone. Then we don't have any primer left, and kind of glad. But yeah, I do gotta get rid of all my peach fuzz, which I'll probably do that tonight. After my bath, like, really wash my face and do my skincare routine. Or, actually, wash my face, do that, then my skincare routine. Okay. So it feels like we should be able to put the next primer on, which is the Neutrogena. And I'm gonna see about putting that makeup correcting. And so this I'm just putting everywhere. All over my face. Kind of help mattify my face in a way. So the way I'm doing this today is I'm gonna use a foundation in a way and concealer as foundation for today. So I forgot about that part and forgot to grab the concealer that I'm using. Okay, got it now. Alright. So we're gonna do the glowy part first, then mattify it better. Which, this is gonna be too much on my face, but to kind of get the look that we're going for with the matte look, I gotta do it because the foundation, or the product I use, this foundation is glowy. So. Alright, so first, I'm gonna use a actual foundation brush for this part, which Gonna use this purple handled one. I might use this dimple brush. I'm gonna use the simple brush actually, the simple brush. For the concealer part. I'm gonna use, or both actually, the e.l.f. Halo Glow. And of course I'm gonna use a beauty blender too. And I have the shade One Fair, which as you can tell is kind of like starting it to the point where it's too dark. I was not even given enough coverage. It used to give the perfect amount of coverage, but that could be because it's almost empty too. But yeah. And this is a good brush. That's the Real Techniques Expert Foundation brush. Sorry, my nose itched right there. So, then I kind of just mattify it before doing powder. This is my way of using concealer in this tutorial, because it's going to be used as a foundation, as a full coverage foundation. Because according to people on YouTube and everything, the actual foundation that goes with this concealer is not a full coverage foundation. And I'm not even trying it anyways. I'm doing some on my forehead too. Should have put my hair up for this. Alright. Yeah, I would have totally. This is the other reason I'm doing a full coverage foundation with this. Because it doesn't give enough coverage. It's too glowy for the 1930s look. So now we're going into, I'm going into the Glamouflage Pro Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Ivory. And it has licorice root in it to help brighten skin. So we'll see. See how this works. Like, see how you can barely see through it. Like, it's great. You can barely see through it. Like, even using a brush, I can barely see any of my redness, any of my imperfections. And that's going over with the brush over and over again. I can barely see my imperfections. Like, of course, blush. This now smells like charcoal. It's so weird. But of course, my blush is gonna save us with this lightness. But it's definitely more matte than the Halo Glow. So, and of course, I'm having a hard time doing this. It's blending out just fine. But it just, I don't know if it's like a matte thing. If it really is a matte formula or what. Kind of blending it down towards my neck, not all the way down my neck. Just down towards my neck. Or what? Because it just seems like it's drying fast. I'm not doing my ears. I think I'm gonna wash my brushes tomorrow and just do a tutorial on Sunday. Or no, because I got a birthday party to host on Sunday. So I gotta do it now. I gotta do it tomorrow. Or do it tomorrow after a tutorial. This will be the 40s look. Okay. This looks kind of insane. And kind of light. But give it time. Okay. So now I'm going back into my Real Techniques sponge and the rose water. This is my way of using a damp sponge by setting everything. Like, it is having problems. Like, it is kind of not separating or anything like that. It's just acting weird. Alright. Now we're gonna let that sit down. So, I am going into my powder. I'm going to go between the set and the bright powder. to give my foundation a little bit of color, a little bit better of a color. So I'm doing equal amounts of both. I'm using my e.l.f. powder brush. I'm pretty much packing it because that helps mix the powders together. And now we set. And my foundation looks better. Definitely has some color now. Definitely is matte. Don't get me wrong. Definitely is matte. They wanted a matte powdery look apparently. And didn't care. Nowadays we do. And this is like the difference between nowadays and back then. Back then they didn't really care. Because I don't know how long if like makeup was around in other cultures and stuff before coming to the United States. Or if it was a United States thing first. But this is the thing. Like, either way, whether it was a United States thing first or somebody else's, this is the thing. Either way, back then is definitely different to now. And it definitely has, makeup definitely has changed over the decades. So now before doing lipstick, I am doing blush, which is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Pinch Me Pink. This is definitely not a matte blush, so I gotta be careful with it. So I'm just kind of stimpling it on. They did like a kind of high blush. And then I'm taking my finger and going like that. If you can definitely, the light's reflecting it, so you can definitely tell it's a strawberry blush. It looks very pretty. Because, like I said, anything that's in that bag besides the bronzer. And then definitely blend it out. And the reason you can see it is because I'm blending it out. Do for a nice pinky highlighter too. And now I'm just taking the brush and kind of dusting. There you have it. Why does it look so much better on camera? Alright, so now we're going into the Wet n Wild Cloud Pout Marshmallow Lip Mousse in the shade Sugarholic. This might be a little too bright and too orangey. Actually, no. You can see that corally red part. Like, it definitely has some corally red, orangey looks to it. So I'm just emphasizing Cupid's bow. Because they did have a emphasized Cupid's bow. I know I should have used a lip liner with it, but this works. Now, setting spray. Alright. So here's the final look besides the hair. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye.